Welcome to Reinforced Workforce, a brand new online show created by Workforce Solutions Cameron that's designed to foster conversations regarding workforce-related issues affecting the Cameron County community. My name is Manuel Morales. I am the communications specialist at Workforce and will be your host. Today, I'm excited to speak with Mr. Oakerson of the International Academy of Emergency Medical Technology, or Iaemt, a training provider that's located in Brownsville, Texas. Mr. Oakerson, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to be speaking with you today. And as you know, one of the things that we're going to be talking about is that EMT training. But before we get into all that good stuff, we want to know a little bit about yourself. Could you talk about maybe yourself and how Iaemt was founded?
Sure. So I've been a paramedic and in the fire service or related around the fire service for about 28 years. I started my career here in South Texas. I initially got my training through TSTC in Harlingen, and then I went on further to get my degree at then what was then UT Brownsville and Texas Southmost College. And since then, I've been all over the world. I did a lot of my work locally, from Portersville Emergency Medical Services to the city of Brownsville, watched them merge with the fire department that I joined as a firefighter. Was with them for a little bit. I taught at the university at UT Brownsville. I did that for a while. And then after that, I went overseas, and I was in Kosovo, country, and it's a new country. Did a little time in the Balkans, as well as Iraq and Afghanistan, and even the Caribbean. And what I got to do there is I was teaching the military, the soldiers, to become EMTs, but I also was training students that were not U.S. citizens. They were also becoming emergency medical technicians. So I had Serbians, Albanians, Trinidad and Tobagans, all became EMTs. And guess where they were coming? To South Texas to ride out in the ambulance locally. And so I said to myself while I was working overseas, I said, I think I could start a school doing this. And sure enough, we were founded in 2006, right on my return from overseas. And the first client that I was able to reach out to was the Brownsville Independent School District. High school students at their senior year to become EMTs. And later on, I got other clients, like example, the Los Fresnos Consolidated Independent School District. And I've had those clients ever since, and been training thousands of students in emergency medical technician. And then the last 4 years, we've added where high school students have also been able to get firefighter training. So we have that component as well. But our primary focus with Workforce is training EMTs in this region.
Yeah, EMTs, it's such an interesting career, one that's definitely in demand. And for those who may be tuning in today and they may be questioning, well, what exactly is an EMT? How would you describe the profession?
Well, a lot of people think that an EMT, which it is, an emergency medical technician, that they primarily work on an ambulance. And maybe in the past, that would have been true. But because of widespread, development of companies and safety protocols, and just the nature that people can get hurt, we're now finding that companies are hiring EMTs because accidents do happen. So example, the windmill farms, locally, the Port of Brownsville, You have the federal government, even in law enforcement, they're hiring EMTs because medical calls and accidents do happen, and so they want someone that's trained to be able to do something in case someone gets hurt. Another example, SpaceX. There are so many companies that are hiring EMTs. So it's not necessarily that you work in an ambulance. You can actually work for a safety department for a major company or a manufacturer, uh, because in case accidents happen, they have somebody that's, knows what to do.
Yeah, that's such an interesting point. I'm glad that we were able to define EMT because I think that people, it's important that they know what it is. Let's talk about the program that you guys have at IAEMT. How long is the program, and what's so special about it?
So typically, an EMT course, if you were to take it in college, you're going to go just for the first semester. You would be taking emergency medical technician. So we kind of fall along in that time frame. We're typically anywhere from 13 to 16 weeks. But we try to cater to the ones that maybe they can't go to college Monday through Friday, maybe because they're working, it doesn't fit their schedule. So we try to offer it in the sense that we're at night. We try to accompany that maybe you go only a few, 3 times a week, and give everybody an opportunity to try to get that training. And then maybe later on, if that's the career that they're so choosing, then they can go back to the colleges and continue on their education and go higher up the ladder, maybe become a paramedic, maybe they go into the fire service, wherever they so choose. Maybe they even go on to nursing. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're just trying to find out this is what they want to do. And so we provide that opportunity for them.
Let's talk a little bit about, I guess, how Workforce Solutions Cameron comes into play. I mean, what's the collaboration between Workforce Solutions Cameron and IAEMT? Could you kind of talk about that for a little bit?
Sure. So because there's unemployment and people are looking for jobs, especially right now, right? During the pandemic, and there's a lot of unemployment. Well, guess what? There's a huge need for first responders. And this not going to change. If you think about all the hurricanes and all the natural disasters and then the pandemic itself, there is evidence that suggests and show that there will never not be a need for a first responder. And so Workforce is, the partnership is allowing these individuals that are trying to find another job, another career. It's giving them an opportunity to get this training so that they have something they can fall back on to support themselves, maybe their families, and maybe even find a new interesting career that they really enjoy.
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like a very interesting career path. Now, if somebody who is tuning in today, is sold, they're all about becoming a student at IAEMT, how can they get in contact with you guys?
Okay, so there's 2 ways of really getting a hold of us. The first one is through our website. And it's pretty simple, www.iaemt.page. You can certainly fill out an email and send us that. The second one is through our social media. You can find us on Instagram or Facebook. Same thing, IAEMT. I think on the Instagram, it's IAEMT_fire. But you can certainly find us there, and you can contact us through the social media. And the other one is you can call us. Our phone number is 956-404-5120. And we can certainly get you into persons of contact that will help you walk through the process and assist you and guide you towards the Texas Workforce Commission.
And just one more thing, if you can just say that website again so people could know about it again.
Sure. It's at www.iaemt.com.
Awesome. Mr. Oakerson, one thing that I do want to point out is that, like I said, if someone who's tuning in and they want to go into the EMT program with you guys, I want them to know that Workforce Solutions Cameron actually offers free vocational training pending eligibility. This means that anybody who wants to go into the EMT program, and they may not have the funds to do so, and if they're eligible, they may be able to receive, and because we actually supplement that program. So all it takes is a simple application. They can do so by applying online on our website at wfscameron.org. And if you have any questions regarding any of the stuff that we've talked about today, feel free to email them to community@wfscameron.org. Mr. Oakerson, I can't thank you enough for your time today. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
I just, like to say our motto, we're making tomorrow's heroes today. And so if you want to become a hero and you want to help your community and you want to have a rewarding career, certainly contact us and we'd certainly like to teach you.
Mr. Oakerson, thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.